శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ 2008 లో స్థాపించిన కళాశాలలో MBA, NAC A గ్రేడ్ మరియు ISO సర్టిఫికేషన్ సాధించిన మొట్టమొదటి కళాశాల శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ త్వరలో అటానమస్ కాబోతోంది.
2014లో ISO గుర్తింపు, 2015లో రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వంచే A గ్రేడ్, 2016లో NAC A గ్రేడ్, ఇప్పుడు NBA సాధించిన సంస్థ శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ.
Good morning everyone. In the last classes we discussed about the SCR, PNP and diode construction, operation and VA characteristics and LED. LED means light emitting diode. Okay, today I would like to explain rectifiers. So Rectifier is a device, electronic device which converts AC voltage to pulsating DC voltage using one or more PN junction diodes. Okay, first of all, what do you mean by rectifier? Rectifier is a device which converts AC voltage to pulsating DC, which is AC voltage to pulsating DC voltage using one or more PN junction diodes. Okay, the PN junction diode conducts only one direction. It conducts when forward biased, while practically it does not conduct when reverse biased. Only it conducts forward biased condition. Why? Because of the PN junction diode conducts only one direction. Thus, if an alternating voltage is applied across the PN junction diode, during the positive off cycle of the diode. Okay, positive off cycle. Suppose one cycle has positive off cycle and negative off cycle. Okay, we consider the positive off cycle of the diode is forward biased and will conduct successfully, while during the negative off cycle it will not be conducted. So this is the reverse biased condition, will not conduct at all. Okay, first of all we consider the PN junction diode. Okay, alternating voltage is applied across the PN junction diode. During the positive off cycle the diode will be forward biased, so it will be conducted successfully, while during the negative off cycle it will be the reverse biased and will not be conducted at all. Thus the conduction occurs only during the positive off cycle. Only conduction is possible in the positive off cycle. If the resistance is connected in series with the diode, okay, the output voltage across the resistance will be unidirectional. Okay, that is the unidirectional. That means only one direction. That is, then thus PN junction diode subjected to an AC voltage acts as an rectifier, converting alternating voltage to pulsating DC voltage. This is the introduction of the rectifiers. So rectifier is the AC voltage to pulsating DC voltage. Rectifiers converts AC voltage to pulsating DC voltage. Overall rectifier operation is when the PN junction is conducts only one direction. That is why? Because of the only forward bias it will be conducted. In the reverse bias there will not be conducted. Okay, suppose alternating voltage and applied voltage is applied across the PN junction diode. During the positive off cycle that will be conducted. Why? Because of the forward biased. In the negative off cycle that will be the reverse biased, that will not be conducted. So conduction occurs only positive off cycle. Suppose if the resistance is connected in a series with the diode, the output voltage across the resistance will be the unidirectional. So PN Junction diode subjected to an AC voltage acts as a rectifier. So which converts alternating voltage to pulsating DC voltage. Okay. Just for the operation of the most of the electronic devices and circuits, a DC source is required. Okay, DC source, that means the battery. So it is advantageous to convert domestic AC supply to DC voltages. That means pulsating DC. The process of converting AC voltage to DC voltage is called as the rectification. This is achieved with step down transformer, rectifier and filter and regulated power supply. Okay, these are all the elements. First we give the 230 volts AC, we get the output regulated 5 volts DC voltage. So AC is converted to DC voltage. Which elements are used? Transformer, rectifier, smoothing, regulator. Transformer, rectifier, okay, smoothing filters and regulators. We get the DC voltage. Okay. Transformer is the step down 230 volts AC. Rectifier, which converts AC to DC. Smooth the DC from the varying greatly to small ripple. Okay. Next, ripple means AC. Regulator eliminates the ripple by setting DC output to a fixed voltage. Okay. First, rectifiers. The important characteristics of the rectifier circuits. Okay, that are all the waveform of the load current, regulation of the output voltage, rectifier efficiency, peak value of the current in the rectifier circuit, peak value of the voltage across the rectifier element in the reverse direction. That means PIV, peak inverse voltage. Waveform of the load current. Okay, that is the a rectifier is converts AC to pulsating DC. It is important to analyze the nature of the current through the load, okay, which alternately determines the waveform of the load voltage. Waveform of the load voltage means a rectifier converts AC to pulsating DC. Okay, to analyze the nature of the current through a load, which determines the waveform of the load voltage. We have seen load current, output voltage, efficiency, peak value, peak voltage, peak inverse voltage. We have seen in half wave rectifiers and full wave rectifiers after that. Okay. And next one, regulation. Regulation of the output voltage. See, the load current changes. Load current means in the output, near the output. Load current changes. The load voltage changes. Suppose load current changes, load voltage also changes. Practically, load voltage should remain constant. So, concept of regulation is study the effect of change in load current on the load voltage. Okay, and rectifier efficiency. So, rectifier efficiency is it signifies how efficiently the rectified circuit converts AC power to DC power. How efficiently the rectifier circuit converts AC power to DC power, and peak value of the current in the rectified circuit. Okay, The peak value is the maximum value. Peak means maximum. Peak value is the maximum value of the alternating current in the rectified circuit. This decides the rating of the rectified circuit element, which is a diode. And peak value of the voltage across the rectified element in the reverse direction, that means PIV. When the diode is not conducting, the reverse voltage gets applied across the diode. The peak value of such voltage decides the peak inverse voltage, that means PIV rating of the diode. Okay, and rectified circuit, ripple factor. The output of the rectifier is of the pulsating DC type. The amount of AC content in the output can be mathematically expressed by the factor called the ripple factor. Once again repeat this, the output of the rectifier is the pulsating DC. We know that. The amount of AC content in the output can be mathematically expressed by a factor, is called the ripple factor. Less is the ripple factor, better is the performance of the circuit. Okay, less is the ripple factor, better is the performance of the circuit. Using one or more diodes, the following rectified circuits can be designed. Which are the rectifiers? Half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier and bridge rectifier. Okay, first half wave rectifier. This is the diagram of a rectifier. First, we give the AC input, we get the DC output, pulsating DC output voltage. This is the input transformer, diode and resistance or a load resistance. Okay, in the half-wave rectifier, the rectifying element conducts only during the positive of cycle, okay, of the input AC supply. Cycle means complete sinusoidal signal. Okay, in the sinusoidal signal, positive of cycle and negative of cycle. In the half-wave rectifier, rectifying element, that means rectifying element is the diode, conducts only positive of cycle of the input AC supply. Okay, AC means alternating current. The negative of cycles of the AC supply are eliminated from the output. So, negative of cycle is not conducted, only positive of cycle will be conducted. This rectified circuit consists of the resistive load. This is the resistive load and rectifying element, that means diode, PN junction diode, and the source of an AC voltage. This is the source. Source is of an AC voltage. All connected in series. Usually the rectified circuits are operated from AC mains supply. This is the AC mains supply. To obtain the desired DC voltage across the load, okay, to obtain the DC voltage across the load, the AC voltage is applied to a rectified circuit. So, this AC voltage is applied to the rectified circuit. We get the desired output, that means pulsating DC voltage, using suitable step up or step down transformer. Mostly step down is necessary with necessary turns ratio. Okay, the input voltage to the half-wave rectified circuit is this one is a sinusoidal AC voltage. This is the sinusoidal AC voltage having the frequency, which is the supply frequency is 50 Hz supply. Okay, this AC supply is 50 Hz. The transformer, next one, transformer. Transformer decides the peak value of the secondary voltage. This is the secondary voltage. This is the primary and this is the secondary voltage. If N1 are the primary number of the turns, suppose N1 is the primary number of the turns and N2 are the secondary number of the turns, and EPM, okay, is the peak value of the primary voltage. Primary voltage EPM is the peak value of the primary voltage. Okay, then N2 by N1 equal to, suppose turns ratio, we can define turns ratio N2 by, this is the secondary N2, primary is the N1, so N2 by N1 equal to ESM by EPM. EPM means primary value, peak value of the primary voltage. ESM means peak value of the secondary AC voltage. Okay, N2 by N1 equal to ESM by EPM. So ES equal to ESM sin omega t. This is the equation of the off-wave rectifier. ES equal to ESM. ESM means the peak value of the secondary AC voltage into sin omega t. Omega means 2 pi ft. Let RF represents forward resistance of the diode. Okay. Assume that under reverse biased condition, the diode acts almost an open circuited. Only forward bias it will be conducted. In the reverse biased condition, the diode acts almost as an open circuited. Conducts no current. Okay. And operation of the circuit. During the positive half cycle of the secondary AC voltage, suppose only primary of positive half cycle is considered of the secondary AC voltage, terminal A, this is the A terminal and this is the B terminal. A terminal, B terminal. A terminal becomes positive with respect to terminal B. This is the positive and this is the negative. Okay. The diode is forward biased. Positive. Anode is positive. So the diode will be forward biased condition. So in this forward biased condition, automatically current flows in the circuit in clockwise direction. This is the clockwise direction. The current will flow for the almost full positive half cycle. So only positive half cycle will be conducted. So this current is also flowing through the load resistance RL, hence denoted as IL. Okay. So in this current, only positive half cycle is conducted. The current will flow in almost positive half cycle. Okay. So this current is also flowing through the load resistance. This is the load resistance RL, hence denoted as current is IL, the load current. Okay. You understood? Only positive half cycle diode will be conducted. Okay. In this terminal A is positive with respect to terminal B. In this terminal A, diode will be conducted. Okay, conducted means forward biased condition. So current will be in the clockwise direction. Okay. So full of the current in the current flows through the load resistance RL. So that current is the IL. During the negative half cycle, when terminal A is negative with respect to terminal B, automatically diode becomes reverse biased. Hence, no current flows in the circuit. So, reverse biased condition, there is no current flows in the circuit. Thus, the circuit current will also, the load current is in the off-wave sinusoidal pulses. The load voltage being the product of load current, the load voltage, okay, This is the load. Load voltage being the product of load current and the load resistance. V equal to IR. So load voltage is the product of load current and the load resistance. Okay. So this is the full cycle, positive half cycle and negative half cycle. Input cycle, positive and negative. This is the peak voltage Vm minus Vm. We get the output waveform. Only positive half cycle will be conducted. So only positive half cycle is conducted. Negative half cycle is not conducted. There is no current. This is the half-wave rectified output. This is the input and this is the output. And okay, analysis. In the analysis of a rectifier, the following parameters are to be analyzed: DC output current, DC output voltage, RMS current, RMS voltage, rectifier efficiency and ripple factor, peak factor, percentage regulation, TUF transformer utilization factor, form factor and output efficiency. These parameters are to be discussed. Okay, first one, average DC load current. Okay, in this, average or DC value of the alternating current is obtained by the integration. So only integration we can be obtained. So in this, for finding out of the average value of an alternating waveform, we have to determine the area under the curve over one complete cycle from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, this is the 0 to 2 pi. And then dividing it by the base, that is 2 pi. Mathematically, the current waveform can be described as IL equal to Im sin omega mt. IL, load current, equal to Im sin omega t, where IL equal to, suppose IL equal to Im sin omega t for conditions 0 to pi. Omega t is the 0 to pi. Only 0 to pi current will be conducted. So IL equal to Im sin omega t. Suppose pi to 2 pi there is no current. So IL equal to 0. Where IL equal to 0 for omega t is between the pi to 2 pi. Im equal to peak value of the load current. Okay. In this IDC equal to condition 0 to 2 pi. So 1 by 2 pi integration of 0 to 2 pi IL d omega t. 1 by 2 IDC ante load current IDC equal to 1 by 2 pi integration 0 to 2 pi IL d omega t, that is equal to 1 by 2 pi integration 0 to 2 pi. IL means IL equal to, we have the formula IL equal to Im sin omega t, that will be substituted. So Im sin omega t d omega t. As no current flows during negative half cycle of the AC input voltage, that means omega t equal to pi to omega t equal to 2 pi. We change the limits of the integration IDC equal to 1 by 2 pi. First we consider the 0 to 2 pi. Okay, first we consider the 0 to 2 pi consideration. Okay, but only output will be conducted only 0 to pi. Okay, so we consider the integration IDC equal to 1 by 2 pi integration 0 to pi. IL means Im sin omega t into d omega t, that is equal to Im by 2 pi. Integration of the sin omega t is the minus cos omega t. Limits pi to 0. So applying the limits, minus Im by 2 pi cos pi minus cos 0, that is equal to cos pi is the minus 1, cos 0 is the 1. So minus Im by 2 pi minus 1 minus 1, that is equal to Im by pi. So IDC equal to Im by pi, that is the average value. Okay, average DC load current, IDC equal to Im by pi, average. So applying Kirchhoff law, voltage law, Im equal to I equal to V by R, that is equal to Im equal to ESM. We have the considered ESM, secondary voltage, ESM by resistances. In this diode of a circuit, we have the resistances RF plus RL plus RS. RS is the resistance of the secondary winding transformer. So this is the winding transformer. Resistance of the winding transformer is the RS and RL and RF. RF is the diode resistance. We have the three resistances. Internal ga three resistances. This is the transformer. So second resistance of the secondary winding transformer is the RS. Okay, source resistance RS, and RL load resistance, and RF forward resistances. So Im equal to ESM by RF plus RL plus RS. And next one, average DC load voltage. Okay, so load voltage V equal to IR. So already we have seen current IDC is calculated. Current is calculated. So IDC into RL, that is the voltage. It is the product of average DC load current and the load resistance. Current into resistance, we get the voltage. So voltage is the DC voltage. DC voltage means EDC. So EDC equal to IDC into RL. IDC, we get the Im by pi. So Im by pi into RL, that is equal to Im equal to ESM by RF plus RL plus RS into pi into RL. So the winding resistance RS and the forward diode resistance RF are practically very small compared to RL. So we get the, but as RF and RS are small compared to RL, so that can be neglected. We can EDC equal to ESM by pi. When RF and RS are finite, calculate Im. Then IDC, and from the calculate the EDC as, suppose EDC equal to IDC into RL. Do not calculate EDC as ESM by pi. Directly for finite RS and RS. Calculate Im, then IDC. And then EDC equal to IDC into RL. So that is the characteristics of a rectifier of a DC load current, average DC load voltage. Average DC load current is the IDC. So IDC equal to Im by pi, where Im equal to ESM by RF plus RS. Okay, and average DC voltage, that means EDC. So EDC equal to ESM by pi. Okay, remaining characteristics are after.